get to the settlement conference, and that's a situation where everybody is presenting their evidence. They're talking about the pros and cons of each case, and at this point, I had shared it with my client. I said, listen, if we are able to get $150,000, that would be considered a good settlement. Now, we don't know what's going to happen in trial, but if we get $150,000, that would be good. And he's like, Mr. Williams, I'm going to put it in your hands. So anyway, the defense attorneys came back to me and they were like, hey, listen, we're going to give you $40,000. So I said, $40,000? He's like, yeah, I'm going to give you $40,000. That's what we think the case is worth. So I was like, you realize you have a punitive damage, count on this complaint now. Yeah, but we don't think you're going to get over the threshold. So I go back to my client. I said, Mr. Mustafa, the defense attorneys, they said that they would be willing to offer you $40,000. He looked at me and then he said, listen, Mr. Williams, I came to you for a reason. I trust you wholeheartedly. Whatever you decide is, I will have to accept it. I was like, Mr. Mustafa, don't worry about me at this point. He's like, I know you invested a lot of time and effort. I'm so glad that you did it. I said, don't worry about me. What do you want to do? He told me, Keith, $40,000 can never give me back what I lost that day. I was embarrassed. I was thrown to the ground. I was beaten, and I was treated unfairly. I said, Mr. Mustafa, what do you want to do? He said, I want to go to trial. When the dust settled, Keith, we got a jury verdict for over $500,000. This is my first trial. First time I ever stepped in the courtroom. And I never forget this judge. It was an old Italian judge. His name was Judge Carafelio. He pulled me up into his chambers. And he said, Mr. Williams, I just want to say that I'm really proud of you. He said, I'm retiring, but it does the heart good to know that attorneys like yourself are coming into the fold. And the way you performed today and the way you was zealously advocating for your clients made me very, very proud. So I just wanted to let you know that. And that stuck with me. So that, of course, was my most memorable. And he asked me, well, how are you able to get a jury verdict for that amount of money? And I told him, I was like, listen, because I didn't have the experience, I over-prepared. So I was playing three-dimensional chess. There was no objection that I wasn't anticipating and didn't have all the answers to. So, and I just, from that day on, I really understood that there's no substitute for preparation. Knowing your client's case inside and out, knowing and having a full command of the law, and being able to deliver in a way that's going to prove to be beneficial.
I need your help. I'd fall in my misery.